Just how the first couple days been of camp at a new place for you?
Yeah, I mean, it's fun. I mean, the weather's great. It was about 75 degrees today. Got out there, got with the boys. It's been a long time coming. Finally getting back into the fall camp mood, so I'm ready to go.
What do you make of where you guys are at? I know it's only 2 days, but how do you feel like things have started off?
Yeah. I mean, it's everything with starting early. There's growing pains, and eventually I think we'll get the hang of it. But I'm really proud of the team right now. We're making strides each and every day. Just keep stacking days.
How do you gauge the progress that you've made from the spring to now, where maybe you're competing for a starting spot here?
Yeah, I mean, like our mantra is just keep stacking days, just keep improving from yesterday. I watched the tape, kind of improve. I feel like I made strides, strength, speed with Coach Tank over the summer. I feel like I've been able to get higher football IQ in football situations. So I'm really proud of where I'm at.
And you have a unique perspective coming from Georgia, and you know what it's like to be a part of a winning program. I mean, what are the comparisons maybe from there that you're seeing here as well?
Yeah, I mean, I think it's the attention to detail. I mean, that's the biggest thing. Big teams, winning teams, they do the small things right before the big things can be go into fruition. So I think that's the biggest thing with the difference is when we go through here, every drill is done correctly, every drill is done right, and I'm happy that we're here.
Are you comfortable? Coach B has talked a lot about your leadership role immediately coming in. Are you comfortable with that, just as a new guy, and being able to project that as a veteran leader coming in your first year?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, that's the biggest thing is I bring leadership to the table. I'm glad that Coach B believes in me. I feel like I've gone through a lot in my college process, and I feel like I've can try to continue to earn people's trust here. I know I'm a new guy, but I continue to build upon that and build the trust of all my teammates. And then whatever they need, they can lean on me because I've seen it all. I've been, every which way in the country, every which position. I played running back, offense, defense, special teams. So I feel like I've had a lot of experience there. But yeah, I'm very comfortable in that leadership role.
What do you think about just the willingness to be so, I guess, willing to go anywhere, do anything? Where does that come from, and why is that important to you to just do whatever you're asked to do?
Yeah, I mean, I always believe in myself, always bet on myself whenever, in any situation, football, life, anything. And I believe in this coaching staff. Coach B sold me on the picture that he wanted Illinois football to be like in the next couple of years. I'm very excited about what he's got going here.
And why Illinois? Why was this the program for you to continue your career?
Yeah, I mean, obviously Coach B and the coaching staff. I mean, I came here. It's a beautiful campus. I've never even been in the state of Illinois. I've never been past Nashville. But, as soon as I came here, I fell in love with it. I love Coach B and the coaching staff here. They're always very supportive, and they make it a family atmosphere.
So what's the difference maybe just between spring ball and then jumping into training camp? What's more, what's new, what's been the approach?
Yeah, I mean, I feel like obviously the intensity is up. When you're getting closer to the season, you're like, it's win now. That's we got 28 days, or I guess 26 days until the first game. So it's a lot more urgency, I think, with each practice, and obviously the repetition of having it each and every day rather than a day break. So I guess it's just the urgency, probably the biggest difference.
So what's it been like working with Coach Walters over the last several months? Just learning a new defense.
Yeah, well, I mean, he's obviously a great coach. I mean, his pedigree speaks for itself everywhere he's been. He's had a lot of success. It's great to get in the mind of what he thinks, and he's a very personable coach. He's always available after hours, and always is there to help us perfect our craft after practice. So it's been really awesome to learn from him.
Can I ask you about the star position we've heard a little bit about? I guess what traits do you think would go in if that were a position?
Oh, I don't know about all position stuff, but I know that Coach Bielema, he believes in tough, smart, and dependable. So that's what we try to do in each and every day.
Did you provide some versatility in that defensive secondary?
Yeah, that could be a word.
What's been your biggest adjustment to the Midwest in general? Talking about never being past Nashville. So have they warned you about the snow that's going to come?
Yes, actually, my first weekend, it was -11. So, I mean, it wasn't really a warm welcome, I would say. It was very, very cold. So I was definitely not used to that. I've never been anything below probably 35 maybe. So that was a huge adjustment for me. But, I mean, it's a great area. It's awesome summers. It doesn't get too hot. I remember I went home for this discretionary week, and it was about like 105. So I was glad to get back up here.
Can I ask you about, you came from the SEC, there's obviously some changes going on there. Do you have any opinions on what your old conference is looking like or starting to look like?
Yeah, I mean, obviously I'm focused on what's going on here, but it is very interesting that the college landscape is going to be changing a lot. It'd be super interesting to see what all the conference alignments and the teams and what allegiances they pledge. So who knows?
What's the goal for yourself this season? I mean, you mentioned very versatile. You know, you play a lot of positions. Have you been given any indication for where you might be this season, whether it's special teams or elsewhere?
Yeah. I mean, obviously, I want to have a role in defense. I mean, I want to do those things, improve upon myself, and like Coach B said, just be the best me. And that's all I can ask for. You know, I go on special teams or defense or anything, I'm just going to give my best effort and best foot forward. I feel like I'll be prepared, and I'm going to study more than anybody in the room. And we'll just see where that comes from and see what the results are in the season.
Sure. And you talked about betting on yourself a little bit. I can imagine that's what's taken you through this journey that you've had, you know, being at Georgia, and you walked on initially there, earned a scholarship. I mean, do you think that you would ever be in this position now on a Big Ten team competing here at training camp?
No, if you told me I'd be in the Big Ten 5 years ago, I think you're crazy. I mean, for a second there, I thought I wasn't even playing football. I ended up walking on, earned an opportunity at Georgia. So yeah, it's been a crazy ride. I mean, I'm very thankful, and the people that supported me throughout the way. I feel like you said, betting on myself has led me to a lot of situations that have been good. So we'll see where it goes.